What's up, bud? Hey, much better, bro. I really like this front view. I have this on split screen here, as you can see. Let's look at the front view first and see where we're at. Now, let me back this up here. Hold on real quick. I just got done looking them through real quick. Okay, so front view on the left. Good placement with the hands. We remember this time. Okay, head looks great. We're not, see there we might be looking up a little bit too long. Let's see if you do it on every one though. Nope, that one you look pretty good. Head might be slightly up a little bit there, but much better with the head following the spine. Much better there. You kind of look up a little too soon at the top. I don't know, is there a mirror there? I'll have to ask you tomorrow. Is there a mirror that you're looking at? Which is okay, but I don't want you to look up too soon. But much better on your head alignment with your spine. Now let's take a look at your creating that torque, feeling like you're screwing your feet in the ground in the beginning. That looked really good. This looks great. Look at those knees poking out. I love it. Now the one thing is you got to keep doing it when you come down. You can see your knees come in when you come down. So the knee out, creating that torque, feel like you're screwing your feet in the ground. Looks good when you go up, but when you come down, your knees kind of stay in. So we got to keep that torque the whole time. You got to keep that glute wound up in your hip joint, or the top of your femur in your hip joint nice and wound up the whole time. But much better. Much better. Yeah, that's the only thing I would fix in this session from the front view. There's going to be one more thing from the side view that we'll talk about. But from the front view, just make sure you're not looking up too soon. Okay, not looking up too soon. Right there, or lasting looking. I want you to feel this more. Now, if there is a mirror in front of you, which I look like there is, I don't know what else you'd be looking at unless there's a hot girl out in front of you, but that was a good one right there. You kept the same alignment the whole time, not looking up too soon. There you looked up too soon. So get a little bit more consistent with that head alignment. That's going to really help you when we start really moving some weight. It looks like you got about 215 there. You got 245s and a 35 on each side, so that's good. So we're getting there. We'll get over that 225 hump. I'm not sure if you must be finishing all five if this is the last fourth or fifth set and you're doing all five. So you must be bumping your weight up 20 pounds or so at a time. At least 20 pounds. If you're really finishing, you're yawning after, make sure you're going up about 20 pounds. Remember, we're trying to get you, I'd love to see if we can get you at least a 400 pounds by the end of the summer. That would be super great. But we won't be probably in a 5x5 type of scenario, but we'll probably be 2 reps or 3 reps at the most. But I want to see if we can get you up to 400. So get there as soon as you can. But don't bump up 20 unless you really feel like, man, this was pretty easy. But the two things I want you to fix: be more consistent with your head alignment and your spine. Don't look up too soon or don't look down too soon. And make sure you keep screwing those feet in the ground through the whole movement. So not just, especially at the top, because you need that stability in the hip when you're at the top. And squeezing at the top, you should be squeezing your butt cheeks as hard as you can to get that stability there at the top of the movement. It's going to be, like I said, important when we get heavy weights. The other thing is make sure we're screwing our feet in the ground going down as well. Remember, that's we call it the negative part of the muscle contraction, the eccentric part of the movement, and that's the most important for injury prevention. We want to make sure we're going down nice and slow and controlled and not just dropping the weight. I can tell, I know this is the last set, especially on the side one. This must have been your 5th set, because you started to really kind of let the weight drop at the bottom, which is cool. Just try and control it. Try and do everything in your power to control it. The weight on the way down, almost like you don't want any sound when the barbell hits the ground. Okay, so head alignment a little bit more consistent, and push get those feet screwing in the ground on the way down. So get those knees to push out from the front view. So side view. See, this is why I want both of these views, front and side, because I can see there you're looking up. So I don't know if there's a mirror over there. I see it's in front of you or on the side of you over here. But you don't do it every time. See, that one was a little better. You picked it up at the end. There you go, much better with the head. But get more consistent with that. Okay, the other thing that I can see from the side view is, and I can see probably this is why. Let's see if I can back us up a little bit. When we come down, which is good, you almost lock out the legs like this, like so. Okay, you're almost doing a stiff-legged deadlift from the hang position. I want you to have a little slight bend of those knees, and I think it's just because we're not creating torque. We're not feeling like we're screwing our feet in the ground on the way down, so it's causing you to stick your butt back and make your hamstrings work too hard. Okay, as you come down, remember, this is a move that you're coming up. Picture yourself pushing the ground away when you push up, so your whole body pushes up at the same time. You're not segmenting. We've done this enough now where we don't need to segment and push the hips back and then unlock the legs and come down. I want you to do it as one fluid movement. So keep your body, see if we can bring you back here, right here. So keep your body as one unit, and you're trying to push the ground away. So you're trying to pick up that weight all as one. See how you kind of break a little bit, and you go legs extended, boom, and then you try and use a lot of your lower back. I want you to just think, when you're pushing up, push that ground away. So instead of pushing your butt up too soon, you see that? Let's see, just try this one again. Okay, so you get ready to lift, and what you do is your butt comes straight up. Instead of starting from this position and pushing the ground away from here. So everything should be going instead of your butt, boop, and then you go from the rest of it. I want you to push the ground away. Your body is one unit instead of segmenting a little bit. You got me? That's the only thing I would say on the side, besides our 2 points that we need to keep in mind from the front view. But see how we're segmenting a little bit? We're almost, the butt's going up first, as opposed to you taking your whole body and pushing the ground away with this. And then as you bring it down, try and reverse. See, there you go. So you're getting tired. I see that. I know. I've been there, dude. I've been there. But good job. Much better. Like I said, very important that I get these. I want to make these changes quick with you. I want you good feedback. You can make these changes, and then next week you come back. We should be jumping in our weights. That's what I'm saying. 20 pounds. At least at a time. If you're, and we're a little tired on this last one, but with better technique, we're going to be so much better with this movement. So make those changes. I will see you tomorrow at 11, unless anything changes. But good job, brother. I'm proud of you. We're going to have you. I'm just excited, man. Excited to see where you're going to be at the end of the summer. So keep it up.